once again from your brother Emmanuel Oni, all the way from Nigeria, Lagos City, the center of excellency. I'm reaching you again this evening via the platform of NAIJA Watch. Thank God to be alive again to meet you on this platform. This platform is a platform for the real talk, frank talk. That is what we are. That is the topic or the program we have right now. Frank talk with Emmanuel Oni. Yeah, we know how to. We want to learn how to talk it frankly, to put it the way it is without mincing words, without being economical with the truth, without being trying to be politically correct. That is what the purpose of this program. Frank talk with Emmanuel Oni. We have to learn how to say it the way it is. Say it, no mincing words, no pretense, no trying to be politically correct. If it is blue, we call it blue. If it is red, we call it red. If it is yellow, we call it yellow. If it is black, we call it black. If I am wrong, you tell me I'm wrong. If you are wrong, I tell you are wrong. Yeah, every human being are subjected to being wrong at times and being right at times. Every human being. No man is a perfect being. No man is it doesn't have shortcomings. So when you learn how to say the way it is, when you learn how to tell people when they are wrong, when they are right, you say it the way it is, then you are making it, you are setting the standard of truth for the people. You are building a society that will work for everybody. But when you call it blue when it is black, you call it white when it is red, then you are building a society for just few individuals who can actually, a society that will call survival of the fittest. So if you are not strong, if you are not wicked, if you are not just wicked, super wicked, then there's a problem. You cannot fit into that society. That is why I decided to come up with this kind of program where we will learn how to say the way it is. We let both local and international discussion. Anything, you can pick up anything. Individual problem, political problem. We can discuss it. But the issue, the truth is that we will say it the way it is. That is the idea behind this program. And on today, we are going to be dwelling on a topic I consider very, very trending, very, very important to the life of every Nigerian, to Nigeria as a nation. Because our society has been so designed to be based on lies. Lies. People just want to be politically correct. People just want to call red. They are giving you red, they want you to say it is blue. Or they are giving you white, they want you to call it black. That is the way, the kind of society we are right now. And somehow we need to come up with Mommy Diaspora, Mommy, good morning, good evening, man. Thank you so much for finding time to be with me again this evening. It's so pleasurable. I am so enlightened, delighted, happy that you are always with us as a family. I thank you so much, ma. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. I will need your contribution. I will need your advice. I will need your solution. I will need your comment as we move ahead on this topic today. The topic today, like I said earlier on, is Nigeria democracy, real or fake? Nigeria democracy, real or fake? Let me give a little bit background of this, how this topic is coming out from. We are We started democracy in 1999. May 1999 was a democracy day for us. And that means we have practiced democracy for about for almost 22 years right now. That is what it means. And we got our independence in 1960. That is, so our democracy, this present, not that we have, that wasn't our first democracy. We have one or two, three republics before that was sabotaged by the military. So we now started this one that we still call Nazi democracy after 21 years, almost 22 years running now. And if you look at the kind of democracy we practice, for me, if I want to be fair, I want to put it frankly, we are not practicing democracy. We are not practicing democracy. We are only practicing autocracy or disocracy. People are just being deceived by this so-called democracy that we practice. You can call it Nazi or young, however you want to call it, but a child of 21 years is no more a child. All things being equal, a child of 21 years is supposed to be a man at the age of 21 or a woman at the age of 21. Some are supposed to be married. They are definitely supposed to be a graduate if there's opportunity to go to school. So there are no people you guide over life again. They have the ability to take decisions for their life. A child of 21 years have the ability to take decisions for their life in a real situation. So if we have practiced democracy for 21 years and read now, all we still do is to call it Nazi democracy in the name of trying to deceive ourselves, to make it look like, they will tell you, America have practiced democracy for over 200 years. So for that reason, we shouldn't complain. We should accept whatever we are getting now. That is the way they will always, especially the politicians, that is what they will always tell you, that our democracy is still young, is still nasty, so we cannot be expected to be like America that have practiced democracy for over 200 years, 300 years running. So, but for me, that is not an opportunity for us to, be where we are today. Or an excuse, rather. It's not an excuse to be where we are today. We had opportunity to learn from other people or other nations. And we have the mental strength. If you look at our people, we have the mental strength to do better than where we are right now. But because of few individuals who feel entitled to the treasury, who feel entitled to position, maybe by religion, by economy, because they are opportune to come from a family that is super rich or a region that is super powerful. They now feel that they will practice our democracy the way they want to practice it. It's not like we doesn't have the ability to do better than this. As far as I'm concerned, no, that is not the case. The case is not because we don't have opportunity to do better than this. We have every opportunity, we have every resources, we have the wherewithal to do better than this. Yes, we get everything. Everything. Let me come down to pidgin English. We get everything to do and make it better past this one. Everything we have. Is it na education? We get people when he go school. We get people when he get brain, when he get sense. We get people when he know what's up. Let somebody leave Nigeria so and go to abroad. Somebody when he don't even fit get work do here. If he come out go abroad, go for work. If he reach there, give him 5 years, he go meet up and he will even do better than the people when he meet for that side. In every, is if in medicine or na for law or na for teaching, anything, name it anywhere in the world where you not go see Nigeria when they make exploit. When you not go see Nigeria that are doing exploit in other parts of the world, in America, in UK, in Germany, everywhere. We have Nigerians that are doing exploits, doing wonderful things. But these same people not get opportunity to do anything here. If they come here, the system will rubbish them. The system will rubbish them because our people, our leaders just deliberately don't want make we move forward. Because the way it is now, they favor them. They are making the system, they are making the country is working for them and their children. So because they work for them and their children, they want make we remain like this. Make it remain a case of survival of the fittest. So that is what me think say it caused this wahala where we did so. Now that one make me feel say we not fit grow. And because we dey dwell too much on lies, propagandas. You can imagine few days ago, this present administration, the present president of Nigeria, come out koro. They compare this administration with Jonathan administration, saying don't do better past Jonathan administration. What an insult! So these people just think say they go just sit down, they push out propaganda, and some of us buy into it. So a lot of people buy into it cheaply, into this propaganda. Now the same propaganda they push when they take remove Jonathan. And today now they don't fit do anything instead of them to just accept their fate and keep quiet. All they do is to come out and push out lies, propagandas to deceive the people. And if to say now only the government they do this lie, they talk this lie, it was still better small. But where they pay me pass now, because not be only government now, so almost everybody they do it, except some very few. Almost everybody now lie will they take they survive. We see lie as a way of life. We see lies as our life depends on it. Nigerian man not fit tell you something, not fit promise you something, and take that promise to the bank, hoping that come son, that person will fulfill that promise. It's not possible. It's not possible. Nigerian man not fit. If an average Nigerian man promise you anything, get them for the back of your mind, say disappointment will come. Whether I'm born meal, anything. So it's now waiting they pay me for my heart. Anytime I have opportunity of dealing with people, they pay me that you cannot have an agreement with a Nigerian and take that agreement to the bank and say, yes, it's going to be the way you agree. Something is definitely going to come up. Something will come up that you go say, Are we human beings? Do we really have? And these same people, when they go abroad, they will do well. So is it that now our environment, they put that thing into us? Or now the sun, when they shine here, now they put them into us? Or now so God take create us? Is it like that? Just check out, especially among the politicians. A Nigerian politician is doing red, he want to tell you that he's doing black, he's doing white. If they give you black, they tell you make you go tell the world saying I'm white, if they give you. Why are we like that? So my people, I want to make una chook mad for this matter. If you get anywhere when I get it wrong, when I talk and say it's not correct, let me know. Let's push it out there. Let's push it out there. Let's know. Because it they pay me, it they hits. Anytime I have opportunity to deal with people, whether for money matter, whether an agreement matter, you find out that I am always very, very skeptical because I don't know what is going to come up next for that agreement. I don't know. You cannot take it to the bank. You cannot. Look at the kind of, now, look at real democracy, where democracy they work. Like United States where it just happened now. Very current one now, when it just happened yesterday, when it brought to an end yesterday. One man wanted to make sure, say, he bring United States democracy down to a level. But the people stood out and said, no, this is our fatherland. We will stand it. We will fight you to the finish. And the man not get option than to quit the race. Even his own fellow people, when he use his hand take a point, some of them they against his own decision. He tried to use the judiciary, it not work. He tried to use the electoral body, it not work. He tried to use the Senate, because now a party member, now be the head of Senate, it not work. So he realized that he can't try to use the public, then the system stood against it. So you realize that at the end of the day, that is a proper democracy where one man will not intimidate the system. But yet, one man will intimidate the system to the point that everybody go to dump ballot for him. Everybody go to fear him. If he say do this, nobody dare say no. You can imagine if na Nigeria, now president go tell state INEC say stop counting results. You can imagine what will happen if na Nigeria. You can imagine if na Nigeria president want use the judiciary to stop election or election result of election. You can imagine what will happen. Who born that person when he go be chief judge? He go say make it not pronounce say stop the election. Or who born that INEC chairman or a state electoral this is when he go talk say president say stop releasing result and he not go stop. Who born am? Or for where? But this thing tried to happen in America. The system fought for itself, and today the man is out of office. We know what happened for Nigeria. Few months to election for 2019. A chief judge of the federation was removed few weeks to election without following the the normal process. All because they want to protect their interest for the election. Because they want to protect their interest for the election, they remove her anyhow within few weeks to the election. The lawyers cry, the judiciary cry, everybody, civil servant, nobody, they don't listen. And it stand. Even the first day of the election, when they said the election was going to not go favor them, we know what happened for this country. Overnight, they stopped the election. After the election, the chairman of the political party can't use that, they brag, which is our brother Oshomole, can't use that, they brag. Stop election because they knew it was not going to favor them. Then they now went and re-strategize. I can remember after that morning when they stopped the election, that night, the next morning or the next day, where President Buhari said he is going to query the INEC chairman for all the thing when it happened, when he make election not go on that day, that they will probe the INEC chairman. He promised us. Up to today, no probe will come up because at the end of the day, the election can't favor them. When the election can't favor them, that matter, they don't put down for one corner. They don't come talk. If they say the election don't favor them, maybe before he come out, if I can't really query INEC chairman. So these are the way we practice our democracy. So that is why I say make I ask this evening, if na real democracy with a practice or na fake one, and if na fake one, how are we going to correct this problem when we dey? When some few people don't hijack our democracy to their self, they don't hijack them, they don't keep them, and they are not ready to let it go. They are not ready to do the right thing. It's not like we don't have people that can do this thing. It's not like we don't have the resources to do this thing. No. We have the resources, we have the people to do it, but some people don't just deliberately say they will not allow it to work, especially the politicians. They just say they don't, because they favor them, but we must find a way to rescue ourselves from these people. For me, that one way, or that one of the ways when we go free carve out, now we when need a suffer, because these people, they are making enough money to train their children abroad. So even after their school finish, they go constantly impose them on us to be governors, to be ministers, to be commissioners, to help their company when they steal our money to start. So the only one way out, or one way out of it, not only one way out of this crisis is for us when it is suffering, with that, when it is bear the brunt of this whole problem. Now for us to come together and unite as a force to fight these people. So that make we when it's red, we call it red. When this person is bad, let's say he is bad. Whether he's from the north, whether he's from the south, whether he's from the east, whether he's from the west. Whether the person is a Christian or a Muslim, as long as the person a thief, we go call him thief. Yes. If the person a thief, we go call him thief. We all go gather, come together and shame and disgrace that person. Not be the one when they go thief our money finish. If the system won't even fight them, they will come call us Come say make una take 1,000, 2,000. Make una go carry placard. Say because this man na from Yoruba land, I make you dey do am like that. Because this man na from northeast, na make you dey do am like that. Or because this man na from south, na make it. No. Those are some of the things when we, the people, they do wrong. When these people, these cabals, these politicians, they take advantage of. Now those are the things where they take advantage of for us. So we need to come together and call a spade a spade. Somebody is a criminal, let's call him a criminal. Whether that by the same papa, the same mama, I bomb me with ambu. Whether na from the same church we dey go, it doesn't matter. If he's a thief, if he don't thief our common words, let us come together and fight the person, because now the money when me and you, when our children go school, go get good heads, now that money na be the money when a thief, when they take go they enrich themselves. Now that money be that. Now our money. So you cannot go and steal billions, finish. At the end of the day, you can't meet me, say because court won't try you. You can't give me 2,000 naira or 1,000 naira, say go carry placard for me, may I go protest, say because they want carry you go court, you don't want go jail. See the kind of thing when it happen for our court every day. Somebody don't thief money, they go carry and go court. For inside court, you go collapse. Some go come use wheelchair take come court. Some go there inside collapse. Some go there inside faint. Then from there they go come give them what's it called, medical attention. They come carry them, make them go abroad. From there gradually the matter go die. So if we as a people agree to fight these people, agree to call it when we agree to call spade a spade, call it the name when him papa and him mama give am, thief na thief. We not go bend down. Whether you are a believer, whether you are, if you thief a dome money, you be thief. If you are Chima, you thief Edo State money, you be thief. It doesn't matter. If you be Shama, you thief Edo State money, you be thief. So I will not say because I'm a believer and the believer thief Edo State money, then I go come the penta say not be thief. That will not help us in any way. It will not take us anywhere. Let us unite together and call a spade a spade, call red when it is red, call black when it is black, and we go force these people to change the constitution when they take advantage of. Because starting from the constitution when we dey practice, when we dey take they run this country, all of them from the beginning are lie. They say now we all agree to use that constitution when they never consult any one of us when they put the constitution together. Now there the lie start. So when they do and they come put all those wayo law, when it go give them escape routes when there are matters to be discussed, they come put all of them. That is why somebody will thief billions of naira, he go always get way. At the end of the day, he not go face any, he not go jail. Even if we go jail, they feel sentenced them to 12 years imprisonment. After 2 or 3 years, court go come talk say they make mistake. The lawyer when he judge that case, he make mistake. Just like the case of today, former governor of Abia State is a free man. Because they say they make the mistake during the time when the court, the seat say, the judge, when he handled the case, don't pass the level of that case. They don't promote them to appeal court. So he was still presiding over high court case. So for that reason, they nullify that judgment, and today Orji Kalu is a free man in the streets of Nigeria. Another one, when it just happened again of recent between November and December, former spokesperson of PDP, Olisametu, the same thing. They say the judge here, he not handle the case well, so they cancel that judgment. Today, Olisametu is a free man. So because the constitution allow all these things, so they are using this constitution against us. So my appeal to we, when did they suffer the brunt, when did they suffer the problem, now we the thing not a favor. Make we learn how to call a spade a spade. Name them and shame them, even if they are our brothers. Because the democracy, when we dey practice, so the way we dey practice am, e no go take us anywhere. E is not taking us anywhere. So my people, as una dey follow me now, make una dey chook mouth for this matter. Make una dey make una own suggestion. Make una dey tell us the way una still think for this thing when me I don't talk so. If you think say I talk true, let me know. If you think say wetin I talk not correct, let me know. Let me know that yes, this one when you talk is not correct, or you not believe am. Every opinion is fine. Every suggestion is beautiful. That is what makes us happy. That is engaging me with your opinion and ideology is the thing that gives me joy. Is the thing that encourages me. Whether you agree with me or you not agree with me, it doesn't matter. Just make your own opinion known. That is the most important thing for me. So I dey expect una comment. I dey expect una suggestion as far as this matter of Nigeria democracy, real or fake. That is the topic. Frank talk. Now be the program. But the thing when we dey discuss now, the topic when we dey discuss now, na Nigeria democracy, real or fake. So if you think say na real democracy with the practice and it's fine, let me know. If you think say no, na fake one, let us know. And if you know anywhere where you think say we go fight these people, when they cheat us, when they oppress us, point it out. Let me know. Let the world know. Don't think your suggestion is not valid. No matter where you are coming from, it is very, 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 very valid and important to us. So, moving on. We need to learn how to name and shame the bad people in our society. We need to learn how to name and shame them. Because the reason we are where we are today, we have so endured corruption, wickedness, selfishness, greediness, that everybody now sees it as normal to be wicked. Everybody now sees it as normal to be corrupt. Everybody now sees it as normal to be oppressive. And if you are not doing any of these things, They go even the name and shame you for this kind of society when we belong to. You are under pressure to dance to this tune. And it's not helping us as a people and as a nation. So, my people, is our democracy real or fake? For me, like I said before, it is a fake democracy. We are not practicing democracy. We are practicing dissocracy. Dissocracy. Where people just deceive people. Where everything is done by propaganda. Propaganda. Look at our president today now, or yesterday, say they will fight, they will cooperate or work with America to fight terrorism. Meanwhile, your terrorism when they inside your house, you encourage them. You protect the terrorists for inside the country when you run. You tell America say you go join Biden to fight world terrorism or global terrorism. Propagandas, lies, and they know clearly that what they talk they don't mean it. But they will just push it out for you here, for you out there. So, what kind of these are all these things are things that people just know what that they do say and lie you, and you don't care. You go just push them out, force you to believe them. We will join you Biden to work to fight terrorism, global terrorism. Meanwhile, the terrorists in your country, you are protecting them because they are from the same place with you. Kidnapping has become an industry in Nigeria. Criminality is become a daily thing in Nigeria. And as a government, as a leader, you are not doing anything about it. But they promise Joe Biden say you go join and fight terrorism. What an irony. What an irony. So, my people, let us learn how to say the truth. Let us learn how to engage in the things that build humanity. Let us be fair. Let us be truthful in everything we do. Let everything we say be the things that that when God hear am, God go dey happy with us. Don't be say we go dey talk lie. Everything that comes out of our mouth go be lie. Life from the pit of hell. And we will be happy for it. Then on Sunday, almost every day, not be only Sunday, we go church, we go bind devil, we go cast out devil, and the devil in us is bigger than the devil when we go to cast and bind. There is nothing when God hate past deception. There is nothing where God hate past lies. So let's do the let us learn how to speak the truth, to stand for the truth, to stand for the truth, and only the truth will set us free. Only the truth will set us free. Until we learn how to do the truth, to say the truth, to hear the truth, to speak the truth, it's going to be difficult for us as a people. We might be making it individually, because that is what is happening now in Nigeria. People are struggling anyhow to make it individually. So, and only few people will be able to make it individually. But when you build a nation that works for everybody, majority will be able to make it as a people together. Then there might be some few 10-20% who are the bourgeois, the billionaires. Yes, there might be 15-10% of those people, but 70-80% will be the one that they will be able to live their life. They will be able to find their place in the system. Maybe like 5-10% we just did the lower level because of laziness or one thing or the other. Because there's no nation that actually don't have poorest of the poorest. But in our own case, majority of us are within the rank of poorest of the poorest. Majority of us, over 70% of us are within the rank of poorest and the poorest. Why? Like 10-15% are the super rich, super rich. Then maybe 5-10% are the average level. That is where we are as a nation. But if you build a country that works for everybody, there will be the super rich, yeah, the bourgeois. They are there, they will be there. They are not more than like 10-15%. About 75% to 80% will be at the middle level. Just find any place that you can be within there, and you will certainly get a place there. But maybe 5% will be the lower class that cannot really do very well. So it's only by building a nation that works. And the only thing where you can build a nation that works is by speaking the truth, by standing for the truth, by doing the truth. That is the only way that you can build a nation that works. That is the only way you can reduce the security problem of any nation. Yes. If you have qualitative education, if you have free education to secondary school level at least, and the education is qualitative, then the people, the security situation will be minimized. The insecurity will be reduced to a very large extent. Because majority, the quality of education you have will make you to be able to stand out and be a man when you are supposed to be a man. You will be able to, they will be able to create jobs for themselves. Those that want to be employed will be able to find a place of employment. For those that cannot do business, that will not, when you say an idle man is the devil's workshop. When you are busy, you will not think of crime. Around 2012, some journalist was kidnapped in Abia State. Set of journalists, they went for annual conference of journalists in Abia State. So they were kidnapped for like maybe 10 days, 15 days, thereabout. So when they were released, one of them was on a radio program here in Lagos. He now said he doesn't blame this journalist, that his experience with the journalist made him to understand. I mean, the kidnappers, sorry. He doesn't blame these kidnappers. that his experience with the kidnappers made him to understand that these people really are not doing this because they want to do it. That they were even saying, the kidnapper now is the journalist that is now narrating his experience with the kidnapper in a radio program in Lagos here. It was 2012, 2013. He said, the kidnapper said, if they can only get a job of 25,000 to 30,000 naira a month, why would they go into kidnapping? That almost all of them were graduates, but they don't have job. And they just have to survive. Even though I have my own different opinion about that the fact that you don't have job does not give you the right to become a criminal. That is the point. That is another one way to it. That is one way to it. The fact that you did not have job does not make you to become a criminal. But if you open your mind and look at that statement very well, you will understand that you will still see it from another angle that is the truth. An idol's mind is the devil's workshop. If you're an idol man, your workshop will be your mind will be the devil's workshop. Inside you, your life will be devil's workshop because devil will be able to use you. You can imagine somebody, a kidnapper, say if he get a job of 25 to 30,000 naira a month, he will not be a kidnapper. And a lot of things are happening like that. That is one of the reasons we have so many crime in the society. Because there is no qualitative education. Because there is no, even for those who will struggle to go to school, there is no job place for them. If some of them even struggle to go and learn work, all the system, the economy is going to do is to find a way to kill them, to kill their business. We don't give anything. We had in one of our broadcasts yesterday with that furniture workshop guy, when he said he did a job of 12 million, 20 something million, they paid 60% in advance. The 60% came out from the government treasury, but the person in charge of that project put the money in his account. I was not giving out 1 million to him, maybe every week or every 2 weeks. Instead of giving him the 60% of the money to use for the business, he put it in his own account. And this is a system, you can't do him anything. Your option is to just agree with him if you want to do the job. Except you are big enough to say, push it, your contract. If you are not at that level, you are forced to agree with their condition. After taking their cuts. So, the system just find a way to bring you down. Whether you are hardworking or not. Excuse me. So, that is the situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. There's this broadcast I did this afternoon too. An iron bedding company. He said he has abandoned electricity. He doesn't use light anymore. He only depends on his generator. And that same place now, government will still go there and do revenue collection and bring all sorts of tax when you are not giving anything to anybody. You will pay for the light that you don't use, and you cannot take the matter to court. If you take it to court, the system will frustrate you. Light that you did not use, you will pay for it. Until we are able to rescue ourselves from these people with one voice. It's only with one voice. It's only by we united coming together to call a spade a spade. To call a thief a thief. Like Goodluck Jonathan once said, he said, let us call corruption, let us give it its real name. Thief. That corruption is a way of painting it, making it look good. But the people used it against him because they did not understand. I am saying this because we are good at modalities, painting it, making it look good, even when it's not good. We can package anything and give to you. Yes, we can package anything and give to anybody. We can write beautifully well. If it is to write, if it is to speak in front of television and radio, we can do it very well. But when it comes to delivery, we are next to nothing. If you ask an average leader now, he will tell you that Nigeria is the best place to live in the world. He will tell you that we are not patriotic. That me that is saying this thing, I'm not patriotic. If I'm patriotic, I will not be saying what I'm saying so. We use that one to cajole people, to intimidate people from saying the truth. What is patriotism? I think patriotism should even start from you, the leader. They will come with another slogan. Don't ask your country what your country can do for you. Do you give your country, ask yourself what can you do for your country. They forget to remove the real side of it. That before you can say you want to give to your country, the country must have provided all you need to assist you. The country will not provide anything for you, but they expect you to give all your own to the country. That is our whole ideology. They use all these things to intimidate us, to coerce us, so that we will be saying it the way they want us to say it. We will be painting it so that when it is red, we will say it is white. Oh, Ghana white. Oh, na white. Oh, we not go fit talk on the way it be. Now the matter now be that. Now the way when our leaders want make we dey do am, and we dey really dey fall for them because we want a shortcut, and that shortcut is not going to take us anywhere. If we want to build this country, we must follow the right route, and the right route is first of all work on the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Secondly, Secondly, restructure the country. Give power to the people. Let the people have say in who govern them. Let the people have say in who lead them. Not you imposing yourself with guns, with agberus, with the lions and the tigers into us and say that is the way you must be the one to rule. That will not take us anywhere. That will not take us anywhere. We must, as a matter of fact, push for a renewal of our constitution. We must, as a matter of fact, restructure this country. I hear some people will tell you it's not the constitution. It's not the constitution. Is it the constitution that gives you, that make us behave anyhow? I dare to say yes. It is the constitution that make us behave anyhow. If there are no loopholes in the constitution that give us the leverage to behave anyhow, we will not behave anyhow. There are loopholes in the constitution that make us behave anyhow. That make us behave anyhow. If I know that there is a constitution that says if I lie, I will go to jail, and if I really lie, I go to jail, me, I will not do it again. Some people will use from my experience and will not do it, will not lie. Look at the latest now. All our leaders, some of our heartless leaders are going abroad to collect COVID-19, and they will show it to the world that they are collecting the COVID-19 vaccines in America and Dubai and wherever. If you want in a sane society, they will lose their office by virtue of that singular act. But because they know when they do it, nothing will happen. They have pocketed the House of Assembly of their state, so they cannot talk. They cannot do anything. If they know that that singular act will lead to impeachment, they will not try it. Because they know that nothing happens, they will do it and they get away with it, and they are actually getting away with it. And nothing will happen. The other one is already saying he will contest for president come 2023. Because they know that the constitution will not be able to stop them. If you have a constitution, a structure that works for everybody, you can't try it. You will even know. If you even try it and you are used as a scapegoat, by tomorrow, another person that is planning to do it will think twice. But when you live a country that anything goes, just do anything, be smart and get away with it. So everybody is one way or the other to be doing anything because they know they will get away with it. They know they will get away with it. So why would they do it? So it has a lot to do with our constitution and our enforcement of law. It has a lot. Very, 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 very big impact. So if we must move forward, we must unite together and force these people to work on their constitution. If we want to leave them to do it on their own, they will not do it on their own because it's working for them. They are enjoying the crisis. They are enjoying the corruption. They are making the system. So why will I deliberately just bite my hand? So if a system is working for me, the present system is working very well for the politicians. Very, very well for the politicians. So why would they now just come up and say they want to change the system? They will not. They will not change the system. Rather, they want to keep it like this because it's working for them. They are making hundreds of millions from this road every day. So we must come together as a people to pressure them, to push them to do the right thing if we must move forward. We must not fall for their propagandas, their lies. A country where 70, 80 years old man will lie effortlessly. Effortlessly, we just lie and we don't do him anything. 70, 80 years old man. We lie effortlessly. So it's something that we should actually work on. Lies, propaganda. We must find a way to eradicate it, even if we are not going to eradicate it completely. But we must try to reduce it to the barest minimum. We must reduce it to the least we can, because it's the only way that's the only thing we strive for as a people right now. That is the way, that is the only thing we have value for. We lie as if our lives depend on lies. We even use God to lie. Go to our churches. Our pastors use God to lie. All because they want to position themselves. The churches are not helping matters. I don't know about the mosque because I don't know anything about Muslims. But the churches are not helping matters. Our churches encourage lies. That is the saddest part of it. Our churches encourage lies. If you don't tell lies, you don't survive the system. So we must, as a matter of fact, fight this problem of lies in our blood, in our system. That is why our democracy is not working as far as I'm concerned. Our democracy is not working at all. If we really want to look at it, we are not even doing anything close to democracy. Our elections are lies, are just lies. We don't do elections. The only one that I think that is the last election in Edo State that was a little bit close to election. We don't do election here. All we do is just impose ourselves on people, on the people. We don't do election here. So my people, keep sharing, liking, subscribing to NIGERIAN Watch channels. Press the auto buttons so that by the time we come out like this, you'll be notified. This is the program called Frank Talk. Frank Talk. And the topic today is Nigerian democracy. Real or fake? Nigerian democracy, real or fake? Meaning, are we practicing democracy or we are just deceiving ourselves? Are we practicing democracy or we are just deceiving ourselves? So, put mouth for this matter. Contribute. Make suggestions. If there's any way where you don't agree with my point, let me know. Point it out. That is why I did here. If any question there when you want to know from me, let me know. Ask me. I will do my best to answer your questions. And if there's anything where you want me still know for this matter, talk and make I hear you. Me, I'm here to learn too. I'm here to learn. I don't know it all. I'm prone to mistakes and errors. So, as I said at the beginning, one of the reasons our democracy is not growing is because it's filled with lies and propaganda. Let me put it this way. Our democracy is sponsored by lies and propaganda. Yes. Our democracy, just like all this reality TV show, where they go say sponsored by so brand. Sponsored by so brand. Now so our democracy be. The brand, when they sponsor our democracy, now lies and propaganda. That is why we will not grow. That is why our democracy is as if we are just not doing anything. The people are not feeling it. But the only thing they push out is lie. Lies. Propagandas. They go just sit down. Hammer you with lie. Bang. And they don't say you go believe. Even if all of us, majority go believe them. Then they will come through and we go come the argue. Waiting just they obvious. Like when they talk few days ago say their government better pass Goodluck, Jonathan government. And some people really agree with them. So we must fight that lies, that propaganda in our democracy. Whether as local, state, and federal level, there is too much lie in the system. Both from the ruling and the opposition. Our political class they just like to lie. And they don't infect us, even with the people with that lie syndrome. So everything, most of the things that flow in our blood now is lie. You cannot take the promise of an average Nigerian to the bank and say it's going to be the way you agree. You can't. You can't. It's not going to be the way. It is very, very difficult. If a Nigerian promise you something, treat it with kid gloves. Treat it with take it with a pinch of salt. Because you might be in for surprise. Our words doesn't mean anything. It doesn't bind us in any way. We just mount integrity when there is no atom of integrity in us in any way. But we just mount it. I am a man of integrity. I am a man of integrity. This government came on the mantra of integrity. And they don't have an atom of integrity in them at all. Nothing. Integrity, my food. No integrity anywhere. But tomorrow they still try to push it and say integrity, integrity. There is no integrity anywhere. So we must fight that lie, that propaganda. We must fight it with every energy in us. We must fight it with every energy in us if we must move forward. If we must get to the promised land. If we must get to the place that the God has destined for us as a nation. We must fight that syndrome of lie. That lie that runs in our blood. You must fight it. If we don't fight it, we will not go anywhere. As a matter of fact, we will not go anywhere if we don't fight it. It's not a cause. It's not because, I'm not saying this because I'm not patriotic. I'm a very patriotic Nigerian. I love Nigeria. But we must say the truth so that the truth will set us free. If we refuse to say the truth the way it is, guy, we not go come out from here where we dey. Now the gospel truth be that. It's not about going to church. It's not about going to mosque. It's about speaking the truth, saying it the way it is. If it is lie, it's a lie. What is bad is bad. What is not good is bad. It's not good. Let's not paint it. Let's not try to make it look like it's good. It's not good and it's not good. If you are a criminal, you are a criminal. If you are a thief, you are a thief. It doesn't matter whether it favors me or not. It doesn't matter whether I have thief enough money to take my children abroad. I'm a thief if I'm a thief. So the fact that you have thieved enough money, you now carry your children abroad, you now have houses all over the world, does not remove the fact that you are a thief. So this is the way I want us to approach Nigerian matter now. That is the essence of this frank talk. We will have to learn how to talk it frankly. No mixing words, no painting it, no deception in it. If you are a thief, you are a thief. If it is not good, it is not good. As far as I'm concerned, whether PDP or APC, as far as they belong to political class, they are not helping this country. They are not helping this. So if it's a lie, it's a lie. If it's a propaganda, it's a propaganda. There is no painting it. There is no dressing it up. So these are the things we must learn to do. These are the truths these are the places we must try to operate in. It doesn't matter whether it's your brother or it's your sister, it's from your tribe man, it's from the same church with you. It doesn't actually matter. Corruption is corruption. Thief is a thief. Let's learn to call it the name it is. The name the father and the mother give it. Let's learn to call it that name. That is the only way we go fit come up from this problem what we did. Otherwise, that's how we go there. Because if you check out now for the past 20-something years of democracy, see how far we don't go. We don't get road. We don't get hospital. We don't get electricity. Upon all the money when we don't spend. We don't get schools. Nothing, practically nothing. Our gutter will not be back. Because of lies. Because of propaganda. We must fight this cankerworm of lies. It's not only among the political class, it's in everywhere. It's in the church. I can even tell you it's worse in the church. If you have ever walked in a church, you will understand what I'm talking about. I have worked in a church for almost 10 years. You will understand what I'm talking about. Everything is about lies and propaganda. Eye service. So we must fight this cankerworm. That is the reason we are where we are. That is the reason we are where we are today. We lie too much. We deceive ourselves too much. We call white black, we call black yellow. So, my people, we have had another day, a very good day of frank talk with Emmanuel Oni. I promise you, I will be back next week. Next week, Sunday, is another day of frank talk. 7 p.m. is the time. Before then, we'll come up with another topic depending on what happened between now and that day. Keep a date with me on that day, 7 p.m. on Sunday next week. You will never regret keeping a date with me. Prepare yourself, prepare your questions, your comments to engage with me, to follow up with me, to educate me. I will learn from you. You will learn from me. As you move ahead, advise all your friends, family members, relations to subscribe to NAIJA Watch channel. View our videos. Like our videos and comment in all our platforms. Follow us in all our platforms. We are there to serve you. We are there to educate you, to inform you, and entertain you. That is the reason we are there. That is the reason for this platform. And knowing that you are right there behind the screen, watching us, engaging us with your comments, with your commendation, with your corrections, with your criticism, is a beautiful thing to know. Because without you, we will not be here. If you are not there, we will not be here. So thank you so much, Mommy, Diaspora Mommy. I thank you so much for always being there. God bless you, Ma. We do not take your time lightly at all. Your time is very precious, and if you have decided to share it with us on NAIJA Watch channel, what a beautiful thing it is. We love you, Ma. Our time is fast spent, and we hope tomorrow again we'll be back on Matters Arising by tomorrow morning 8:30 a.m. We'll be back on Matters Arising, the newspaper review every morning. It's an early morning dosage for you. So find time to be with us tomorrow, and every other of our program that will come along tomorrow, next tomorrow. As long as we are alive, we will keep doing our best to educate and inform you. That is a summit we have decided to embark on, and your encouragement will make us fulfill our desire. I thank you so much. Like I said before, this is Frank Talk with Emmanuel Oni, and the topic for today is Nigeria democracy, real or fake. And I tell you finish here for my own side, now fake will not do democracy. Now fake democracy will do, because our democracy now lie full inside. Lies, propaganda and full inside our democracy. We don't do democracy with the way other part of the world they do democracy. We don't do them like that. So if we want to take this our democracy to another level, we must learn to do away with the lies that we have imbibed in our democracy. We must learn to minimize, at least reduce the propaganda in our democracy. The propaganda is too much. A democracy that when 80 years old man go lie effortlessly. He don't feel anything bad saying lie. And he not saying a lie in the talk. Everything when he dey talk na lie. But he not worry. He go just talk am. Democracy that you cannot take a promise of any leader to the bank and say, this man promised this thing, this is our agreement, if you do it the way you with him agree. That is the kind of democracy we practice. And as long as we are doing those kind of democracy, we will not go anywhere. That is my position. I may be wrong, but that is the way I share. I have given you fact points to let you know, say, now that kind of democracy would they practice. So thank you so much. Have a blessed night, and hope to see you in good health tomorrow morning. Matters Arising with Stephen. Human is Stephen. I'll be holding in that tomorrow by 8:30 a.m. Thank you. God bless you, and do have a blessed night in Jesus' name. Amen.